What's going on, stream? Let me go ahead and test the audio real quick. Give me 1 second. Copy link. Alright. Testing on X real quick. Test. I don't hear myself. Not good. What's the delay on X? I don't even. Perfect. I hear myself on X, and on YouTube we are live as well. Let me test the audio on YouTube. I hear it. Alright, perfect. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me go ahead and open up the chats as well so I could have them on the screen. So I'm going to put X over here. I'm going to put YouTube pop out chat over here on this side. Awesome. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and also post the links in the Discord and post the links on X, and then we are going to get started. I don't even know where to go to find this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. My bad. Give me 1 second. There's an error that I'm seeing. Alright, I think we're good. Before we get started, if you guys are interested in joining the Discord, the links will be posted. We do free daily live sessions twice a day, Monday through Friday. We also do a weekly market breakdown on the weekends, and we also provide free one-on-one sessions to our members who are in the Discord. You could request as many as you want. So if you guys want to get to work, make sure you guys join the Discord channel. Gonna give everybody another couple minutes here to join. Just posted the link everywhere, so gonna give everybody a few minutes to join, and then we're gonna get started. For the new people in here, let me see something real quick. Sorry about that. Alright, for the people interested, you could join the Discord. Again, the chats are good. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so the pairs we're going to go over are the ones you see on the right hand side. They're the ones with the red flag. AU, EA, ECAD, EU, GA, GCAD, GJ, GU, US30, USDCAD, USDCAD, ZAR, Gold, Bitcoin, and US oil. If you guys have any questions about any other pairs, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. We are going to start from the top to the bottom, so if you're here, if you want to look at gold or US30 or GJ, we will go through those, but I do go in order. So again, I'll start from the top to the bottom. We will get to those. I'm gonna give everybody like 2 minutes to join. 7:03, we'll go ahead and get started. Should be a pretty quick session today. Alright, let's get started, guys. So we'll start off with AU. We're going to be looking at the daily time frame. From the daily time frame, we're going to go to the 4 hour. From the 4, we're going to go to the 30-minute. If we see anything, we'll call it out. We'll draw up any trade ideas that we have, and then we'll go on from there. So AU, we know we are in A2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push back down to the bottom. At the bottom of the zone of consolidation in the daily time frame, we can see that in a lower interval, if we go down to the 4 hour, we can see we're also in a zone of consolidation in the 4 hour. Small little zone. From the top to the bottom, we see the rejections of the lows, rejects of the highs. Same thing all across, right? The highs are rejected, lows are rejected, highs are rejected, went back down to the bottom to where we're at now, that we can see price is still rejecting highs. Going into the 30-minute, what do we see? Price doing exactly the same thing, just consolidating, right? Still rejecting these highs, right? So let's change this real quick to just see this in the 4 hour. Change this one too to just see it in the 4 hour. So then that way we could draw this up in the 30-minute time frame as well. So in the 30-minute, we know we are consolidating between this low and these highs. At this point, price gave us 3 days of drop. On the third day, gave us a drop rise. We saw that 4th day variation where price gave us a new low. Then today, we knew we were looking for price to either give us a day of rise or a day of no net. And today, price gave us a day of no net. This was perfect. So let's switch this to here. We had a 4 hour bullish candle, and we finished the day on a no net. Now, with the high of consolidation, did we get a break of structure? Right, so the first green candle that closed above the zone is a testing candle. The next green candle closed below the first green. It wasn't until this green candle pushed up and gave us a break of structure. Could we be expecting price to continue this uptrend push now that we have to pull back down to the bottom? Could be something that we're looking for. A confirmation is going to be in the internal time frame. We can see price still giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high to where we're at now. If price could break above these highs and respect these lows, then we could be expecting price to continue to push back up to the top side. So right now we got to keep a close eye on what price is doing right now. Outside of that, we have no continuations in the 4 hour. We have no continuations in the daily. So we got to wait it out. Right, the 4 hour time frame didn't give us a break of the highs. Did not give us a break of the 4 hour consolidating zone. Instead, it gave us an exhaustion bearish candle. So right now is a game of just needing to wait to see what price wants to do in the lower time frames. If we break below these lows, then we know we'll see price do something like this. If we break above these highs, we'll see price do something like this. Euro AUD daily time frame. We are in V2, second zone consolidation and an uptrend, looking for that third push back up to the top side. In the daily time frame, we know we are still making lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low. We are reaching the bottom of the daily in the 4 hour zone. Again, everything is color coordinated for the new people joining us. 4 hour time frame is blue, daily time frame is gray, 30-minute time frame is red. So we know right now price is reaching back down to our 4 hour lows, our daily lows, which is good. We still gotta wait it out. 4 hour time frame, price is still giving us the same thing, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. Instead of giving us a lower low, lower high trend back to the top to go and continue to make a lower low, it gave us a zone of consolidation. Broke below the zone of consolidation, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high to where we're at now, lower low. 30-minute time frame, we could see that. It gave us a sweep of the highs, made everybody believe that this is where price was going to turn around to continue to make higher highs and higher lows. What did price do? Went back down, consolidated, went right back down and gave us a change of character, lower low. So we know that we had this break that gave us this 30-minute high and these 30-minute lows down here. So at this moment, we know we're trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high. If price could break above these zones here, which we could see price is currently testing these highs, waiting to see what price wants to do, then we know we have clean traffic back to the top side. Imbalance candle on the left hand side. We break this, we know we can continue this push back up to the top side. We break below here, we'll look for this price to push back down to the 30-minute lows and to continue the lower lows and lower highs that we're currently still doing. Give me 1 second, guys. My bad, I'm back. So now in the 30-minute time frame, we know we have a day of drop. Currently, we do not have any continuations, nothing in the 4-hour, nothing in the daily. Price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. So even though we are in a complete uptrend, right, in the overall market makers pattern uptrend, we know that internally, in the internal time frames, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. So before we could even consider taking longs, before we could even consider getting into buys, we need to make sure that the market structure is shifted. Right, we need to make sure we see higher highs and higher lows before we take a trade. Any trade we take here, going long before confirmations that price is going to continue, could lead us into getting into a trade where price is just giving us a lower high and then going back down. Right, so with that being said, go on to the next one. Again, today's session should be pretty quick. We didn't really have a lot of good moves going into this week, so Monday, Tuesday was really the best times to trade this week. Everything else, the way that the days ended, Tuesday night, the way the day ended today, not really expecting anything crazy to happen in the markets these next couple days. So EURCAD going into the daily time frame, we are in V1, we're in the first zone consolidation in an uptrend, and right now we are pushing back down to the middle of the zone consolidation. We know that the midsection is where the market makers are trapping traders, collecting contracts, faking everybody out, making them believe that price is going to continue to make higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, then going back down and hitting everybody's stop losses. We know that we go to the 4-hour, and what do we see? Market structure, we're still trading between higher high, higher low. Price trended all the way to the top and gave us a higher high. So we know that we're trading between this higher low and this higher high. Price right now internally is just giving us a pullback, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high to where we're at now. Price has not given us a lower low. These are equal lows. Price is yet to break below these lows. So now going into the 30-minute, now that we can see that, this is where it's going to start getting mixy. This is where we want to start seeing, okay, is price going to continue to make lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high to go into a lower low? Or is this where price is going to turn around? And we can see that price right now is just moving sideways. So let's, first and foremost, let's draw a line for a zone consolidation. We know we're consolidating between these lows and these highs. So we also see that price gave us a day of no net where price is just moving sideways, and you can see that that's been the common theme here for EURCAD, just faking traders out, right? Making the long traders believe that this is, break and retest to continue, and then higher high, higher low, higher high, make them believe that this is where price is going to consolidate to continue the push to the top side. But again, never gave us any break of structures, nothing like that. It just continued, gave us a break of the lows, lower low, lower high to continue all the way back down to the bottom. Did the same thing on Tuesday, consolidated, made everybody believe that this lower low, lower high, lower low turned into a higher high. How many people do you think got into these trades thinking that this is where price was gonna consolidate and give us the higher low, higher high? Right, understanding that we were still trading, and this is still all part of the same downtrend push. This is not lower low, lower high. All of this was part of the same trend. Understanding that we were still trading between lower low, lower high. Right, let's mark it. Lower low, lower high. All of this is part of the same trend. Lower low, lower high. We understood that for us to take a long trade here, to get into buys, we needed to see a break above these highs to continue. What did price do instead? It consolidated, broke below, gave us the retest, and then continued. Lower low, lower high, retest, lower low back into the 30-minute lows, and this is where price is just, again, consolidating once again. So EURCAD is a pair right now, we just gotta leave it alone. And gotta wait for that market shift to happen. Again, we're still trading between this high and this low at this moment. So I also want to change this box because it is a really big 30-minute zone. When price is consolidating, I want to use the lowest body of the red candle, right? I'm still going to use the wick, the lowest wick, but I'm going to use the body of this red candle instead. So instead of having a 40 something pip stop loss, now we have 26. So it's a little bit better. It's still a pretty big zone. Right? These zones are usually how they're supposed to look. So at this moment, EURCAD, we just got to skip through it. Euro USD, going into the daily time frame, once again looking at the overall market structure, market makers pattern. We know that we are in V1. We're in the first zone consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. We're at the bottom of the zone consolidation, so this is good. This is where we want to start seeing price give us that market shift. But going into the 4 hour, again, what do we see? Let's just zoom out just a little bit, just so we can see exactly how price is moving. We have low, lower high, lower low, lower high to where price is at now. Right? Price is giving us indecision. It's giving us internally lower low, lower high, lower low, and gave us a zone of consolidation. Rejections of the lows, rejections of the highs, rejections of the lows, rejection of the highs, back down to the bottom now. So again, this is another pair that currently price is just moving sideways, trapping traders. Right? You go on X today and you go look at how many people took these longs on Euro USD. Right? Go look at how divided people are when it comes to this trade. Understanding that, okay, cool, at the bottom of the zone consolidation, these buys were perfect. But if you took a buy here, thinking that price was going to continue to do something like this, and you did not cash out when you had the chance, price reversed right back on you. Why? Because overall market structure was still making lower lows. We're still making lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, low, lower high. Right? If Euro USD would have given us a clean break of structure here, which again, these are still testing candles, these are not break of structures. If price would have given us a break of structure here, all of these candles are still testing the zone. If price would have given us a break of structure here and then would have given us a pullback, then yes, we would be taking trades here to go back to the top side. But the fact that all those candles were just testing, none of them were break of structures, never gave us the opportunity to take a trade. So at this moment, we have a day of drop yesterday. Today, price gave us 2 days of drop. So at this moment, Euro USD is not a pair I want to keep an eye on. Right? We also know that the 30-minute low was broken here with the wick. So let's change this. Let's update it real quick. We now know that we're trading between this 30-minute low over here. Last red candle before the push up. We're going to use the wick of the green candle since it's the lowest candle. The body of the red, and we know we're trading between this high over here. So let's update this as well. 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. So looking good. We'll wait for this. Wait for the market shifts to happen and then we'll take those trades. Going into GA, daily time frame, we know we are in V2, second zone consolidation, in an uptrend, looking for that third push to the top side. Again, if we zoom in, we can still see price giving us internal lower lows and lower highs. If we go to the 4 hour time frame, we can see that price still giving us lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Gave us a zone of consolidation, broke above it to give us the lower high. Again, these are not break of structures. These were all testing candles, right? This is what a lot of people would call sweep of the highs, the liquidity grabs, whatever, right? These are fake break of structures. Once we got that fake break, we know that price gave us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, all the way back down to lower low, lower high, to where we're at now in the lower lows. So GA, we know that we're also still just downtrending. In the 30-minute, lower low, lower high, back down to the bottom, lower low, price went up, gave us a change of character, higher high, but again we know that these are just sweep of the highs. Once we got the sweep of the highs, what did price do? Went down, gave us a retest of the 30-minute high to go right back down to the bottom, right, and gave us another change of character, lower low. So we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high and these 30-minute lows down here. And again, for the new people in here, I do not trade counter, right, counter trend against the trend. If the overall market makers pattern is uptrending the way GA is, I'm only looking for buys. If the overall market makers pattern is downtrending, I'm only looking for sells. I do not trade counter. So these trades here, again, just letting it go until we have a market shift. We had 3 days of rise. On the third day, which was today, gave us a drop rise. Could we expect price to give us a 4th-day variation where we get a 4th-day rise? Not expecting it. There's 2 reasons why I'm not expecting it. Number 1, I'm not expecting it because price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. That's the number 1 thing. The second reason is how steep this pullback is, right? ADR, average daily ranges. How many pips price is going to move? Now, obviously, that number is, if we have high impact news, the number is skewed, right? We know it's going to give us more than that. On a regular day where we don't have high impact news, where it's just a regular trading day, we know that price is going to stay between the STP calculation, which is 67 pips, and the ADR, which is 106 pips. With that being said, this is another pair that I'm not looking for price to continue, but we could mark this. Year was good, Muhammad. Overslept is all good, my brother. Great rising. I know it's late for you though. So we have these highs here that if price could break above this, give us a retest, then we know we have clean traffic on the left hand side with these imbalance candles, and we know we'll get price to cover the imbalance. If not, if price gives us the same thing we did here, right, a fake out of the highs, then we could do something like this to continue the downtrend push back down to the bottom. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Any pairs, if you guys need me to slow down, explain something again, let me know. GCAD, we're in V1 for zone consolidation and an uptrend. We know that price not only broke above the zone consolidation, but it broke above our daily high. So we know that now we're getting ready to start that second push to the top side. After a break of structure, what are we expecting? A pullback. So let's see if that's what's happening right now on GCAD. We had again higher high, higher low, higher high, then price internally gave us lower low, lower high. External, we know that we're trading between this, whatever, this low and this high. Price finally broke and now it's just consolidating. So now that we'd see price consolidating once again, what are we looking for? Our only place to look for a trade when price is consolidating is either when price gives us a break of the highs to continue or a break of the lows to continue going short, right? And at this moment, what did price do? We know that we were trading between this 30-minute low, this 30-minute high. Price broke our 30-minute low and continued lower low, lower high. So we know now that we're trading between our 30-minute lows, which we're going to mark here, our 30-minute highs, which are the same, back up here to the top side. Alright, let's delete this at this point. It's too many drawings on my screen. Gives me a headache. Alright, we know we're trading between this 30-minute high, and we know we're trading between this 30-minute low over here. I'm going to use these red candles like this, keeping it simple, right? We had 2 days of no net again, where price just moving sideways. We got the break of the low again. Is this a break of the low? No, these are still testing candles. One red candle, which is not a break of structure, is testing. The next candle had to be a red candle that closed below. Did it close below? No, it closed in the exact same spot, went back up, went back down to the bottom, and again that candle did not close below, it closed above. So we still, even though we have a day of drop, even though it looks like it gave us a break to continue, these are not break of structures yet. So at this moment for GCAD, I still don't have any trading opportunity for us to take. However, if price breaks above this zone that we have here, we know we have clean traffic back up to the top side to fill this imbalance over here. GJ, we're in PCAD territory, very similar to US30 and gold. So this is one where if price is in PCAD territory or if price is in peak low territory, I usually skip the pairs. I am just going to update it so we could update our daily highs. We know that we're trading between this daily high over here. We could still see price giving us higher highs and higher lows. In the 4 hour, we know we're still trading between these 4-hour highs over here. And in the 30-minute, we have this break that gave us this low, and the highs, these are all part of the same trend. So we know that we're trading between the last green candle before the push down. I'm going to use the body of this green candle and the wick, right, the highest wick. And we know that price gave us another day of rise with a bullish green candle. Perfect. So we know that we're still trading now between higher low and higher high. So GJ, gonna skip this one as well. PCAD territory, not gonna mess with that. Give me a second, gonna take a sip of water. GU, daily time frame. We are in V1 for zone consolidation, looking for that third push to the top. Again, GU is at the top of the zone consolidation, and we'll draw this out for the people who don't know market structure. Right, when you're in a zone of consolidation, again, when price is moving sideways, when you're in a range, where do you want to look for buys and where do you want to look for sells? If you're at the top of the zone of consolidation, do you want to look for buys or do you want to look for sells? Right? At the top, you want to look for sells. At the bottom, you want to look for buys. Now, when do you know when to look for buys at the top of the zone of consolidation? Right? Whenever you get a break of the high with a retest, this is when you want to start looking for buys to continue the push to the top side. And vice versa for the sells. Once you get the break of the lows with the retest, this is where you want to start looking for entries to go back short. But if price is rejecting the lows, going back up to the highs and rejecting the highs, and going back down to the lows, rejecting the lows, and you can see that price is still rejecting the highs, rejecting the lows, rejecting the highs, going back down to the low, right? We can see that in the 4 hour because this is a 4 hour zone of consolidation, right? We could still see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high. Reject the highs, back down to the bottom. Reject the highs, back to the bottom. Reject the lows, back to the top. Reject the highs again, and you can see this is in the 4 hour time frame. We have 2 weeks of drop. This week, price is still giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And again, not only are we at the top of the zone of consolidation in the daily time frame, we're at the top of the zone of the 4 hour time frame. And in the 30-minute, right, which is this zone here, we can see the same thing. Rejection of the highs, going back down to the bottom, back to the top, rejected the highs. This green candle that everybody thought, oh, GU is going to continue to go up once we get the retest. Remember what a break of structure is. Yes, even though the green candle closed above the previous higher high that we had here, this green candle is a testing candle. It's the first green candle that reached the top. The confirmation of a break of structure would have been if this second green candle here, if it would have closed above the first green candle's wick. If the body of this green candle would have closed above, and then it would have given us a retest, or it would have given us a pullback to then continue the push to the top side, then we would have continued to see price trend to the top side. Since we didn't get that, it was just a testing candle, it was a sweep of the highs, the liquidity grab again, whatever you guys want to call it, is all the same thing. Price went right back down and gave us a change of character, lower low, lower high, break of structure, lower low, lower high, to where we're at now, lower low. Right? So price today gave us a day of drop, gave us another zone of consolidation, a beautiful type 2 pattern, break of the lower consolidation, retest to continue to push back down to the bottom. And again, I do not trade counter trend. So yes, even though we have these zones marked up, you can see exactly what it is, right? A simple break. And how do we know it's a break? Again, let's zoom in so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. This red candle testing, the second red candle testing the zone, the third red candle testing the zone. None of them closed below the zone. None of them, right? The second red candle was still on the zone, so it's still testing. The third one, even though it's not touching the zone, it never closed below the first red candle. It wasn't until the fourth red candle, this one closed below. Not only did it close below, but it also is not touching the zone. Once we got the confirmed break of structure here, what did price do? It went back up into the zone, gave us a retest, right? A retest of this zone right here. Beautiful entry. Not only did it give us a retest of the zone, for the people watching who also know candlestick analysis, what is this? An exhaustion bullish candle, letting us know that price is not going to go up. This is an exhaustion candle. So not only did it give us the retest, not only did it give us a break of structure, but it gave us an exhaustion candle. It's a beautiful trade, right? Again, I don't trade counter, but it gave a beautiful entry for my people who trade counter, who trade going both ways. So if you took this trade, congratulations. Beautiful, right? And let's look at STP for the day was 43 pips. If you're looking at 43 pips back down to the bottom, so let's say you got into this trade here, right? Simple, you got 22 pips, risking 9 pips, right? Let's say 10 pips, because 9.9, right? So you got a little 10 pip risk for 23 pips if you're looking at just STP. But if you're looking at the entirety for price to continue, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, you got the entire move. So let's go on to the next one. GU, not on my list until we start making higher highs and higher lows. US30, very interesting, right? This is one I had some people message me to look at US30 and to give my analysis on the indexes, right? So here it is. Now, to answer the question that everybody wants to know, do I think it's going to go up? Do I think it's going to continue to go up? I don't believe so. Why not? Exactly what we're talking about. For this to be considered a break of structure, what do we need to see? We need to see candles break above the zone. Did we see the candles break above the zone? No. How many candles through wicks at the top of the zone, not even a body closure, happened above the zone? And price started trending back down. Yeah, we could see a fake, again, a sweep of the highs, a liquidity grab. You know, you could add your fibs to the bottom, to the top. You know, we could add a whole bunch of stuff here, right? But we know that price right now is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. On top of the fact that it's still giving us lower lows and lower highs, we understand that price broke below that zone of consolidation. Now, the only thing saving US30, and this is just for US30, because I don't really look at S&P like that. I don't look at NAS. I don't look at DXY. Just talking about US30, the only thing saving this, and that it might save it, is the 800 EMA. The fact that price didn't break below the 800 EMA, could this just be a steep pullback for price to then give us a higher low to continue and make a higher high? That could be something that we could see. But before I could give you guys a clear answer as to what I'm looking for, I need to see either a break of structure, I need to see an engulfing candle, I need to see exhaustion candles, I need to see something, right? A change of character, break of structure in the internal time frame. I need to see some sort of confirmation that's going to tell me that price is going to turn around and continue to make higher highs and higher lows, right? So with that being said, we don't have any of that, right? We had in the 1 hour candle a slight engulfing candle, but why isn't this engulfing candle valid? Not only is it because price came back down into the zone, so we already know that this isn't a valid entry, but we also know that for this to be a valid engulfing candle, for an engulfing candle to be valid, what does it need to look like? And we'll draw that out, right? We have a red, we have red, right? And then we have the green candle. For an engulfing candle, whether it's a bullish or a bearish engulfing candle, it doesn't matter. For a candle to be a valid engulfing candle, you need to make sure, number one, that every single candlestick has a bottom and a top wick, right? So did we have a bottom and a top wick for each of these candles? Yes. The next thing you want to confirm is that the engulfing candle, whether again is a bearish or a bullish, right? The only difference is that when you're looking for a bullish engulfing, you have red, red, green, right? For a bearish is green, green, red. But the rules are the same. For this to be a valid engulfing candle, it needs to close above both candles. Did this green candle close above both candles? No. It closed above the body of the candle, but it didn't close above the wick. So this is not a valid engulfing pattern. With that being said, right, let's delete this real quick. Right? The only thing saving this once again is 800 EMA. The only way I'll start looking for buys is if price breaks above this zone here to continue, and the only way I'll be looking for shorts would be if we break below here to continue. At the moment, what price is doing right now, could this turn into a zone of consolidation before anything else? Absolutely. So US30, I'm on a standstill. I have nothing here on US30 just yet. Price needs to develop before I could even take a trade. If we break above the highs, then we know we have clean imbalance back to the top side. If price breaks below the lows, we know we have clean imbalance back down to the bottom side, right? And if we just continue to look, we have an imbalance down here as well. You know, if we keep zooming it out, we could see that. Right, let's go back to a few more, right? Whenever price started this uptrend push, right? We have all of these imbalances all the way at the bottom. Besides the imbalances, we also know we have gaps in the market that price has to fill, right? That were made down here. So, you know, there's a whole bunch of confluence telling us that price is gonna push down, but we also know that externally, let's go to the daily time frame. Right, we know that in the daily time frame we're in a zone of consolidation. Price is moving sideways, rejecting the lows, rejecting the highs, rejecting the lows and giving us an exhaustion candle, rejecting the highs, going back down to the bottom. 4-hour time frame, we know we're in a zone of consolidation. Well, we were in a zone of consolidation, we broke above the high, right? 30-minute time frame, again, we could see that price is wanting to give us a little zone of consolidation as well. So again, at the moment, we just got to be patient. There's no other way to put it. We just have to be patient when it comes to this pair, right? And then price ended up giving us a day of no net, so we have no continuations. If price would have given us 2 days of drop, then we know we could have looked for a third day of 372, but it gave us a day of no net. Again, any questions, guys, let me know. Anything you guys want me to explain again, let me know. If not, once we go over these last 4 pairs, we'll be done for the night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the live trading session, 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Make sure you guys join the Discord again. We do free, everything is free in the channel. Everything we do is free. So if you guys want to request a one-on-one session, anything at all, ask questions, you could do that. So USDCAD V2 second zone consolidation, looking for the third push. Again, we're at the top of the zone consolidation, not the best place to look for a trade. In the 4-hour, we could see we're in a zone of consolidation, gave us an exhaustion candle to the bottom. Still seeing lower lows, lower high, lower low. So before we could even look for a trade, I want to see price break above these highs, which we could see price is currently at now. 30-minute time frame, lower low, lower high, lower low. Currently waiting to see if price wants to break above these highs or if it's going to continue to give us the lower lows and lower highs. Give us a day of rise today, no continuations. So we still gotta wait it out. Gave us a beautiful type 2 pattern today. Again, these are the type 1s, type 2, type 3. Muhammad, congratulations. I know you took this trade today, right? This was during London session, so very, very good trade. Type 2 pattern. Price consolidates, breaks above the zone consolidation, gives us a retest to continue, right? Consolidation, break above, gives us the break of structure, gives us the retest to continue the push to the top side. So very, very beautiful trade today, Muhammad. Not only that, yes, we know price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. Once you're at the lower low, what are you looking for? You're looking for that pullback. So, very beautiful trade today. So right now we still gotta wait. What am I looking for? Again, break of these highs, we continue, or we'll see something like this happen today. So we gotta wait it out. USDZAR similar to USDCAD. We are in V2, second zone consolidation. We're in the middle. We know this is where the market makers love to collect contracts, trap traders, make us lose. But we're not gonna lose. I could guarantee you that. Price daily time frame still giving us lower lows and lower highs. The 4-hour time frame, we could see it a lot clearer. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We know that we're trading between this 4-hour low, this 4-hour high, 4-hour high, 4-hour low. Sorry. We have 2 weeks of counter drop. This week being the third week, we haven't gotten that new low. Internally, we could see that price gave us a little change of character, right? Low, high, lower low, change of character, higher high, higher low, break of structure, higher high to where we're at now. So at this moment, what do I like about USDZAR? I like the fact that we have a change of character, and I like the fact that we have a break of structure, a valid break of structure. What I also like is that we had 3 days of rise. Today being the third day, price gave us a rise drop. Now, what do I not like? Number one, 800 EMA. We know that price respects the 800 EMA. So, the fact that price, even though it gave us a clean break of structure of the zone, right, when we're looking at the candlesticks, it didn't give us a clean break of structure of the 800. The first green candle that closed above the 800 is a testing candle. If we would have had another green candle close above that one, above the 800 EMA, and then given us this pullback, then we could say perfect. This is going to be a really nice entry to continue. At the moment, the market makers, again, remember, we have to remember where we're at in the overall time frame. In the daily time frame, we're in the middle of the zone of consolidation. Again, the market makers love to trap traders in the middle of the zone consolidation. So the fact that the market makers gave us a valid price action, market structure, break of structure, but didn't give us that break of the 800, right? That's already our first indication that price is not going to continue to go up. The fact that price is giving us what looks like a double bottom here, right? It's giving us a clean double bottom. How many people do you think are in this trade right now? So many people. But again, we have to just continue to look at the facts, which again, this is a pair that moves, let's talk about ADR, 236 pips. Do I think price is going to give us a 200? Let's start from the top to the bottom. Do I think price is going to give us a 241 pip pullback to then give us a 240 pip move back up to the top side? It's very unlikely, right? Even if we look at the news, let's go look at the news real quick. Forex Factory, do we have any news today that could potentially have that happen? Right, so Thursday we have news at 8:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. So the potential of price giving us more pips than we know, it could happen because again we have high impact news. But we need to wait for those confirmations, and those confirmations are going to be internal change of characters and break of structures. Currently we can still see lower low, lower high, lower low. So I am not going to be trading this until price either goes back to these lows and gives us a rejection, or if we get an engulfing candle, if we get an exhaustion candle. This high is really far out. I'm going to use this one for now, and we'll continue to monitor USDZAR. Gold in the daily time frame, we are in peak high territory, again very similar to GJ and US30. We had higher high, higher low, higher high, and then price started giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. 4-hour time frame, price again just moving sideways, still giving us that internal lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, back to the lower low. 30-minute time frame, we broke below the zone consolidation. Very beautiful trade today as well, right? Exactly what we needed to see. Gave us the break. Where did the break happen? Let's add the lines again. Right, we're at the low of consolidation, which is down here. Let's zoom in so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. This candle here, testing candles. One red candle and it went right back up. These candles here, testing candles. All of them Why? They're still testing the zone, still touching the zone. Then we had a green candle, did not close below the wick, went right back to the top side. When did we get the break of structure? Right? This push back down to the bottom. When this red candle broke below the first red candle that closed below, right? The wick, and then we got the pullback back into the zone. Very similar trade to what was the other one? EU? Or I'm sorry, GU? Yeah, also to gold. Yeah, gold was a perfect trade, right? Not only are we in PKI territory, right, which we want to see price. This is why we use the EMAs as well. Where do we want to see price bounce off of? The 50 EMA. Once we got the pullback into the 50 EMA as well. Beautiful trade straight into the STP. Right, we have 2 days of drop now. Could we be expecting a third day low? This is where it's gonna get mixy. Right, am I expecting it to happen? Again, very unlikely because we're in an overall zone consolidation. But it could happen. Right? We're at the low of the zone of consolidation before break of structure. So this trade would be considered a very aggressive trade, taking these trades off the lows. But we'll continue to monitor. At this moment, let me go ahead and delete some of these drawings. Too much on the screen. Right, if we could break above these highs, then we know price is going to continue to push to the top side. If we, let me delete this. Now I don't need this anymore. That was a beautiful trade that we took on Tuesday. And if we break these lows, then we know we'll see price continue. This is my first ever gold trade, bro. Congratulations. Telling you, man. Hard work pays off. You've been in here since October, right? 2023. Beautiful trades. Hard work pays off. You're here every single day. The days that you miss, you hit me up. You're like, yo, I'm definitely gonna miss today. And it's only been like what, 2 or 3 sessions that you've missed? Probably less than that. Bitcoin market doesn't shut off for a little bit still for Bitcoin, so I'm not going to do a breakdown of this one until the morning. Ah shit, wrong thing. But we know we had a day of drop. We also know that we're still trading between the lower low, lower high, lower low. Overall, we know we're in peak high territory, still in the zone of consolidation. We have an exhaustion candle to the low, so we still don't have a valid break of structure of the lows. 4-hour time frame, we know that we're trading between this low and this low and this high over here. Sorry, I had a double take on that one real quick. We had 2 weeks of drop. This week being the third week, gave us a new low. And then in the 30 minutes, same thing, right? High and low. So Bitcoin is one where I gotta, again, I pretty much still want to see price break these lows down here, so for us to continue this trend back down to the bottom. Send it to you. I didn't even mark it, just saw it and took it. Yeah, man. I got you. I'll look at it now. And then US oil daily time frame. We know we are in A1. We're in the first zone of consolidation in a downtrend, looking for that second push to the bottom. We know we're in the middle of the zone of consolidation. Again, not the best place to look for a trade. We know that this is where the market makers are trapping traders, collecting contracts, making them believe, you know, that this is what they're seeing, but it's really not. Something completely different. We know we're still trading between this higher low and this higher high, still trading between the 30-minute high and the 30-minute low, and price is just consolidating in these lows. We had a day of drop yesterday. Today, price gave us a day of no net. So not an easy trading day going into tomorrow. But we will continue to see price develop, and we'll see what we can see during the NYC session. Any other questions, guys? Let me know. Anything you guys want me to explain again, let me know. If not, give you guys a minute or two here to ask any questions. If not, we'll be done for the night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time for the live trading session. And then Muhammad, let's see, you said you sent me a screenshot of gold. Yeah, beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. You can't, it doesn't get easier than that, bro. It really doesn't. Once you know market structure, again, every single strategy works. We went through this yesterday. You guys could go see that stream from yesterday. Every single strategy works. If you use fair value gaps, ICT, flag post patterns, harmonic patterns, if you use trend lines, if you use candlestick patterns, candlestick analysis, fucking support and resistance, everything works. right? Double tops, double bottoms, engulfing candles, exhaustion candles. Everything works in the market. All of these strategies are real, right? The duck soup or whatever the fuck that shit's called now, it all works. The main thing you need to look at is market structure. If you're looking at a fair value gap, that's bullish, but the market is giving you lower lows and lower highs, what do you think is going to happen? If you're taking a double bottom when price is giving you lower lows and lower highs, what do you think is going to happen? If you're taking a bullish flag post pattern when price is still giving you lower lows and lower highs, what do you think is going to happen? You could trade all these strategies, but if you cannot see when price is trending, when price is trending or when price is consolidating, that's going to be your problem. If you're taking a trade and you can't see when price is uptrending or downtrending, that's going to be your problem. But once you could see, okay, I'm taking these shorts because we're no longer in a zone of consolidation. Price broke below zone of consolidation. We know we're making lower lows and lower highs, right? This trade we took yesterday was a 38.2 retracement from a bearish flag post pattern. Why did we take it? We had a rejection of the lows, rejection of the highs. We had a sweep of the highs here right before price hit our 38.2. What else could we ask for? It was a perfect trade. Today's trade was perfect. We're in a zone of consolidation. We got a break of structure of the low, still making lower low, lower high, lower low. We had the retest, right? If you're an EMA trader, same thing. You know that it's where you're at in the zone. If you're taking a 200 EMA entry, but you're in a completely different side of the zone, like there's rules you have to follow. You're looking for price to bounce off the 50 in level 1 and level 3. You know you're looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA in level 2, right? So there's a whole bunch of rules that you have to know that, unfortunately, yes, it takes time. But just like everything in life, in order for you to be a surgeon, in order for you to be an engineer, in order for you to be a lawyer, how many rules do you have to know and follow? How many mathematical problems do you need to know? How many formulas do you need to know? Right? If you don't even know how to answer y equals mx plus b, how are you going to be an engineer? And I know that 90% of you in here are like, what the fuck is this guy talking? Y equals mx plus b? He's fucking Albert Einstein. And that's simple algebra. That's why you guys aren't engineers. So if you guys want to be a trader but you have no clue what market structure is, good luck. Right? Good luck. In order for you to be a rocket scientist, you have to know the basics of the basics. And unfortunately, the basics of the basics of Forex, of just trading in general in the stock market, is market structure, which is higher highs and higher lows and lower lows and lower highs. That's the first thing you have to learn in trading. But for some reason, social media has made this to where people just want to make $1 million as soon as they start trading yesterday. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Again, I could teach you the same way iMarket Live and all these other fools were doing it. I could give you a pamphlet showing you what a double bottom and what a double top looks like. But at the end of the day, if I don't teach you market structure and how to read the charts, the market is always giving you double tops. The market is always giving you double bottoms. The market is always giving you fair value gaps and order blocks. The difference is that I could teach you why you're losing. These other guys can't. That's the difference. So we'll end it at that, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Muhammad was another one of those events, man. I had to do it because I'm tired of seeing these people on Twitter just mad clueless talking about trading is gambling. Like, no, it's not, man. It's really not. You're losing because you have no clue what you're looking at, and that's unfortunate. And again, like the examples I gave, what, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, which I could give again here on AU, right? Like, how many people this week of trading, right? How many people took L's here, right? We have a double bottom here. Why didn't this one work? We have a double bottom here. Why didn't this one work? We have a double bottom here. Why didn't this one work? Like, why are you taking double bottoms when price is still giving you lower lows and lower highs? It doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. And then people are gonna sit here and tweet out talking about, oh, they're hijacking my screen. They know when I took the trade. Like, This was a big red a big green candle, and then all of a sudden it went down. They're looking at my screen, man. The brokers, they're frauds. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. You sound stupid. It doesn't even make sense. You're taking buys when the fucking price is giving you lower lows and lower highs. Like, please explain that to me. And the craziest thing is that these guys on Twitter, on the replies, like, yeah, man, same thing for me. And it's like people who just started trading fucking 2 days ago. Like, bro, come on, man. And then, but they don't talk about these wins, right? Like, why did this double bottom work? At the bottom of the zone of consolidation, gave us an exhaustion candle, gave us a break, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low. Why did this double bottom work? Because we're now trending to the top side. Why did this double bottom work? Because we're now trending to the top side. Like, it just. But again, they'll blame it on, oh, I lost because of probabilities. I lost 3 trades to win 3, so I'm a 50% trader. And they'll talk about like, oh, trading, you could only win 50% of the time. Like, that's not true, bro. It's not true. You're not at a slot machine. You're trading. Again, if you don't know your rules, you're going to lose. It's as simple as that. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna, Muhammad, I can't agree to this. I can't agree to that tweet, but I could agree to I can't agree to your comment, but you know who it is. And the thing is, it's not only him. There's a whole bunch of people. There's a whole bunch of people, and I also believe that a lot of these people just tweet shit like that to just get interactions. But the problem is too that I know that they don't do it because they tweet out, they tweet out all the losses that they take. So it's like, it's crazy to me how these are the people who are running this side of trading, because it's like, how can you run again, I don't want to talk shit, it is what it is, but like, there's a million ways to be profitable. As long as you're profitable, that's all that matters. But again, you cannot sell a course, you cannot sell a dream to people. Like, you can't be a teacher if you don't know what you're doing, right? You don't see again, just to give a simple example, right? Like, you're never going to see a math teacher that doesn't know how to do math being a math teacher, right? You're not going to see an English teacher who doesn't know English being an English teacher. So how could you be a trader, right? How can you teach trading when you have no fucking clue how to trade? Like, you're teaching people how to do something completely wrong. And that's, to me, that's the most fucked up thing. Because again, and I've said this millions of times, people start trading because they need it. If you could learn the skill of trading and take the time to learn it, if you could take the time to be a fucking doctor, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Right? You need to learn how to do this correctly. Because if you start botching up a human body, you're going to kill the patient. If you start just scrabbling on the charts, you're going to lose trades. And you're going to lose your fucking car, your house, again, because you're gambling. Which is, again, the craziest thing to me is that we allow these guys to sell fake dreams for courses for $5,000. And those are the fucking people who you see have thousands of followers. But then you have somebody like me that we're doing this shit live for free every single day. You could see the fucking trades that we take every single day. And it's always like that, bro. It's always, in every industry is the same way. Every single industry is the same way. So that's something that I still don't understand to this day. The gaming industry was the same way. And then now with trading, it's just, it is what it is, bro. But that's it for me, man. I'm already sweating. This conversation gets me pissed off, bro. Cause that's the thing that really bothers me the most, is just, yo, people who scam. That's the, like, yo, go do something else, bro. Go learn a fucking skill. But, people just want to take advantage of other people every single time, all the time, bro. That's the biggest thing. Like, that's the shit that I hate the most out of this world. Is how people, not only that, but it's also how people are so gullible. Like, it's use your fucking brains. I don't know. Like, I have everybody to blame at the end of the day. Like, the scammers are doing what they're doing because it's so easy to do it. And it's like, the people getting scammed, I can't even feel bad for them. because it's like, how are you getting scammed with all the information you have for free? Like, just go to YouTube. There's millions of content now that you can watch for free. So, you know, and then for people to sit here and say, oh yeah, I spent $500 on a course, and the dude was rambling for 45 minutes and he only gave 5 minutes of lecture. Like, that shit's crazy to me. And then the 5 minutes of lecture that he gave you was just bullshit. It's just like what I said, just, oh, here's a double bottom, take the double bottom. How many people you think right now are in AU, are in this trade right now for a double bottom retest? How many people you think are in this trade? Let's look at this tomorrow so we can see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's crazy, bro. So it is what it is. I feel you, bro. That's why I don't like seeing trading stuff on social media, just because of these type of people. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. I was the same way. I for a minute I had my Instagram and my ex blocked to see shit like that. I didn't want to see that at all. 'Cause again, it's just mad annoying. Like, yo, how could you be a owner? And this is completely different to who you're talking about too. But I'm not gonna name drop. Like, how could you be a owner of a Propfirm, right? That has, you know, a drawdown of 8% or 5%, and then in your course that you're selling, again, you're an owner of a Propfirm and you also sell a course, and in your course you're telling people to risk 50, 75%, right? You're telling people to risk 70, 80 pips. How? So you're teaching the people who are buying your Propfirm, you're also teaching them to over leverage. So then when they go and they buy your Propfirm, as soon as they enter a trade, they lose the account. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that, again, I agree with, and there's other things that I'm just sitting here like, how could you be so fucking dense? How could you fall for that? He's obviously setting you up to lose, but you're still over here buying his courses, and you're still over here buying his Propfirm accounts. Like, yo, come on, man. Come on. So it is what it is. Again, I'm over here, and I'm the most positive person because I understand trading. Again, I'm not here saying that ICT isn't real. I'm not here saying that fair value gaps aren't real. No, I'm here saying the opposite. They all work. They all work. Right? Fibonacci traders work. EMA traders work. All of these traders work. All the trade strategies work. Harmonic patterns, they all work. It's just, again, are you using them correctly? And for the most part, no. Because nobody teaches market structure. So, damn, I got a mosquito bite. I gotta kill it, man. That shit's been eating me up for the last couple days. So, alright, man, we'll end it there. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Anything you guys want to ask, you know, ask away. Hit me up on X, Instagram, Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord channel. We do two live stream sessions for free, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The weekly market breakdown and the weekends. We also do free one-on-one sessions for anybody who wants it. And that's pretty much it, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the live trading session. Peace out.